Hello everyone, I am Junaid Gohar. Here I am going to talk in this video. I am going to talk about the error control strategies for 5G. In this, basically, I will talk first about the 5G requirement and the energy bottleneck, the coding wish list for 5G, types of coding used, the LDPC block codes, the specially coupled LDPC block codes, the non-binary LDPC block codes, the polar codes, the comparison between all the above, and the differences. So, coming to the 5G requirements, we have 5G will increase the traffic about more than 10,000 traffic. Today we have the traffic. It will increase about 10,000 more times, and about 10 to 100 times more devices will be used because it is becoming so much popular, and the latency will decrease about 1 millisecond, and the 10-year M2M battery life we need, and about 10 gigabytes per second of peak data rate, and 100 millibyte per second data rate for whenever needed. And about the energy bottleneck, current computational cost of transmission is about 6 nanojoule per bit, which means a battery life of about 6.9 watt, which we currently use in iPhones, and target of the 5G is about 10 gigabits per second, resulting in a very low battery life of about 5 minutes and 27 seconds. Now coming to the coding for 5G, there was a quantum leap from 3G to 2G to 5G with with the adoption of modern iterative decodable codes like the turbo codes and LDPC codes. 3G to 5G, basically the technique used was same, but the adoption of new ARQ techniques was there, hybrid ARQ techniques. And in this 5G requirement, we now need a paradigm change in the coding techniques, because one coding technique cannot support all the requirements. And coding wish list, what we want to achieve from the coding. 3G 5G coding is essentially capacity approaching for point-to-point BIWGN, and gains in transmission power efficiency is also very much, and multi-terminal coding we need, and decoding, and for MIMO operations, and coding for spectrally efficiency communications. And we also need the gain in computational efficiency is equally important. And coming to the can one code fit all? It is not possible to say that one code can fit all the requirements of our, not really possible. So we have used no single scheme will fixes all the above issues. So we have to use some promising different types of coding techniques, and it can be specially coupled LDPC codes, the non-binary LDPC codes, the polar codes. And coming to the LDPC codes, stands for low density parity check codes, and in these codes we have a low density of ones, means the ones are more compared to the zeros. And we can see in the graph also that the difference between the regular LDPC code and the irregular LDPC code. And we can see that the graph is sparsely connected. And about the we come now to the specially coupled LDPC code. It was invented as a convolutional LDPC codes, asymptotically universally capacity achieving for a wide range of channels and code rates. Same performance under belief propagation decoding as for the corresponding block LDPC assembles under maximum likelihood decoding. This is the threshold situation, we can say. And the decoding complexity and latency reduced by windowed decoding. In the specially coupled LDPC code, we use windowed decoding. Decoding means we apply a certain windows to certain codes which we need, and we leave out the rest of the codes, and leave out the rest which suppose we don't need that area of the codes. So in this you can see that the diagonal elements are basically connected, and the diagonal elements are used. So we can see that the convolutional code structure, it is the diagonal elements are used and they are selected, and the resulting Tanner graph and the terminated Tanner graph also. The resulting Tanner graph is for the whole coupled, and the terminated is after we windowed the code. And specially coupled the LDPC code performance, we can see that it improves the gain. It has a huge amount of improvement in the gain as compared to the similar LDPC codes of same length and same coding efficiency. And we now come to the performance. Again, you can see with the different bounds and with the Shannon limit and the Gilbert's bound, how it is different from LDPC and other codes. Now coming efficient decoding, how we can do the efficient decoding. In the in the pipelining decoding, we can see the pipeline decoding, the decoded symbol we receive, and it goes through certain many iterative methods, and received symbols are used after the iterative methods. And about now coming to the non-binary LDPC codes, we have till now seen the LDPC codes are binary. We are using all the binary codes. Now we use non-binary. We have to say that the Gallus field which have to be greater than 2, and the code alphabet can be equivalent to modulation alphabet. Better performance at low block length than the binary codes. It has better performance, and decoding complexity is about q to the power square for belief propagation decoding, but q log q with FFT based decoding. We can use two types of decoding: brief propagation, in which we have the threshold value, and FFT based decoding. Now coming to the performance of the non-binary LDPC code. In the performance, we can see how it is different from the binary and the other codes which respect to its SNR and other values. Here two examples I have taken for n is equal to 2350 and r is equal to 0.83, and n is equal to 1200 and r is another is for n is equal to 1200 and r is about 0.8. And the third code which we can use is the polar codes. The polar codes are the first constructive technique to probably achieve channel capacity with bounded complexity 0 log n, and closely related to Reed-Muller codes, and constructively recursive via Knocker products. Advantage for multi-terminal setup. They have many advantage. Broadcast channel also advantage is an advantage for this. And now we come to the comparison of all the three codes. If we in terms of 4 parameters. First is the low complexity encoder decoder. For that, the binary symmetric binary LDPC codes, they are good, whereas for the non-binary LDPC codes, they give average type of efficiency, and the polar codes also give average type of efficiency. And about the second parameter is a finite line block length performance. It also gives satisfactory with binary. Non-binary it gives good, and for the polar codes it is not satisfactory. It cannot be used. Spectrally efficient performance, if we consider, then it is not satisfactory for binary symmetric LDPC code. Non-binary codes it is good, and for the polar codes it is satisfactory. And suitable for the fourth is the suitable parameter is the suitability for multi-terminal. So it gives satisfactory in case of binary. Non-binary it also gives satisfactory results and good for polar codes. And what are the areas which are open for the improvement, which we can improve the for the 5G communication? Improving the finite block length performance of polar codes. We can improve the finite length performance of polar codes, and we can also improve the non-binary SC specially coupled LDPC codes. For the non-binary specially coupled LC specially coupled LDPC code, it is good for all the above. So we have to little bit improve that, so for the better results. And here are the other references from where I have taken. And thank you everyone.